It's me, MLD, and welcome to Interview with the Man, episode 925. We're talking about Larry Wheels once again, how his life is continuing to spiral a bit, and it's all due to his pornography addiction. And I want to tell you guys, if you're watching pornography, it is so bad for you. It is ruining your life. And this is something that I don't think a lot of people are aware of, especially men, because if they knew how detrimental this stuff was to you, they quite frankly wouldn't do it. Larry Wheels is getting dragged by another girl who has terrible inner game. And inner game is your self-esteem, your relationship with yourself, and how you feel about yourself, all of that. And well, Larry has very, very, low levels of inner game. And he also has, a lot of stuff that he needs to work through. And, when you have messed up inner game, you're not going to attract healthy women. So if you're involved in unhealthy behaviors, addiction to pornography, doing all kinds of like dirty and gross things in secret, this messes with your psychology. And then when it messes with your psychology, it messes with you. And then the fundamental person who you are actually gets damaged in the whole process. And that's what we're seeing with Larry, because right now everybody says, what do they always say? All you need is status. All you need is money. All you need is this. All you need is that, right? Like all this stuff, other than having game, having discernment, having self-esteem, and knowing what a good woman is for you versus what a bad woman is for you. Because today we're going to talk about his ex, Nicole Drinkwater, and how she's come out recently and she's dragging him even more. And then on top of all of that, he's now married to a woman who doesn't actually love him for him, and she disrespects him publicly on his streams for the whole world to see. And he's a content creator with millions and millions and millions of followers, quite literally. So it seems like something small and insignificant, but today's episode, it even gets even worse. And we're going to talk about how all this pornography ruined what stimulates him sexually. All this pornography ruined his mind, and it has made him, with all due respect, kind of like a sick person when it comes to sex and what he enjoys. So we're going to cover that today. It's going to be a nice little breakdown. We're going to cover some other things as well. So sit tight. We're going to get going right now.
Connection established.
Make money, make muscles, learn game, hold frame. It starts with learning dating, and then you move on to something else to push humanity forward. That is the philosophy of modern life dating.
I am teaching you how to be strong. I am teaching you how to be powerful. So when bad things happen to you, you don't quit.
Okay, because you don't know
how.
Because you don't know.
No, if I'm not going to explain to myself.
In normal conversation where people aren't sitting around and patronizing you because you're loud and obnoxious, and a lot of people don't want to confront you and tell you that. But I'll tell you that right now, young lady. You're very loud and obnoxious and you're rude.
You wanted to blow it up and make me seem like something I'm not, and I didn't appreciate that. But that's okay.
Did
you
you
can
watch my
do
channel?
what you want to do for your content,
Oh boy, somebody's triggered.
and
She's
you can do
triggered.
that. No, Adam sent me a clip.
You should want a woman that you can build with.
She could build me a sandwich.
My man.
It's common sense in every other country in the world, but here you got to get out a Venn diagram and be like, hey, don't post half-naked photos of yourself because you're going to attract predators. What up, guys? My bad. I didn't mean to cut the intro short there. I thought it went live. Anyways, how's everybody doing today? It is Thursday, April 9th. We are live on the East Coast of the United States of America. Good afternoon to everybody watching. How is everybody doing? Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for being here. You know, you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us today. And yeah, we're going to jump right into this because it's a little concerning watching how much publicity this guy has. And at the same time, there's a lot of just nonsense going on here that's being exposed. But before we get going, don't forget this upcoming May 29th, May 30th, and May 31st, we are having the Mega Mansion Retreat in Orlando, Florida. If you want to come down and learn how to get with girls, because we're having a whole full live boot camp event where we're going to go out Saturday night in Orlando. I know all the spots we're going to go. Nice little tourist spots. We're going to go hit on the tourist girls. And we're going to do live sessions. If you come out there, you'll learn how to do cold approach. I will force you to do cold approach, so there's no worry for you actually getting results. All you got to do is come on down. If you want to stay at the house, it is an actual mansion in Orlando, Florida, and you can stay at the house all 3 days. It is a fully immersive event. You can book your ticket here by clicking the reserve your ticket, or if you want to just attend it and get your own accommodations, you can get the day pass. Both of these provide you food for the whole weekend. There's going to be food, snacks, and stuff at the house. It's going to be nice, healthy stuff too. We're not going to Jew you on anything. This is what it looked like the last time we did it. We had a big turnout in 2024, and it's like a 3-day event, like I said. So Friday night it's fights and fellowship. We're going to check in, get all the orientation, what to expect, the rules of the house, and the weekend breakdown. And then 6 p.m., we have Friday night fights, kickboxing, boxing, or grappling event. Every man will be participating, or you will not be showing up. 8 p.m., we have dinner at the mansion, and then fellowship. We're going to have poolside hangouts, open conversation, networking, and so much more. Going to be a really good time, especially if you feel like isolated and alone right now. And you're like, I don't have any friends, and I'm alone all the time, and I don't know what this is all about. This event is seriously something that will be a very big game changer because so many guys networked after this, and we ran the numbers. We had like a 94.3% sex rate post retreat. So 94.3% of all the guys that attended did get laid after they attended. So if you haven't been having sex and you're lonely, I don't know what you're doing, but you need to come and join us. It's going to be lit. Saturday, Seduction Saturday. This is going to be good stuff. So from 1 p.m., we're doing the dating masterclass with me. We're going to be covering cold approach, day game fundamentals, conversation, escalation, and text game breakdown. We're going to be doing text breakdowns, showing you text messages that did work, that ended up leading to guys having sex with girls, dating them, whatever the case may be. But it's not just like, oh, I got a girl's number. It's, well, I had sex with this girl, and she was attractive. Okay. Right after that, 3 p.m., we go straight into the dating app photography session. We're going to have professional level photos at the mansion, pool. We're going to go to some spots too. We'll do a wardrobe review after everybody gets ready to go out as well. We'll have dinner and night game prep, and then we're going night on the town, 9 p.m. That's where we're going to hit in all these venues in Orlando and the Disney area. And then Sunday, that's the self-esteem Sunday. We're going to recoup. We're going to have a good time and having breakfast. And then we're going to have some nice casual presentations on Sunday. I'm going to be booking some additional speakers as well. So you can get all this and more, but you have to go and sign up now. 3 people have already booked the beds. So there's actually only 15 beds left. And we've only been promoting this for 2 days. So I know that this is going to sell out. It is going to happen on May 29th. So it's about 2 months away, but lock your spot in now. And if you have any questions, let me know in the chat and we'll get rocking and rolling. So it's going to be a good time. I'm really having a blast meeting all you guys. I'm really happy to meet the new group of guys too, because every group that we have, every guy brings something special and different to the table. So we really, like I said, we really want to go ahead and put together a good event for everybody involved. And that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to do that consistently for the rest of 2026. I'll be streaming so much this year because we have a big, big plan for the channel. I did make connections with Andrew Wilson. So you potentially will be seeing me speak with Andrew Wilson soon as well. Also, real quick, if you do not know, by the way, we are cranking out some new content on the channel. Go to my video section and you can see little tidbits, highlights from the streams, as well as some takes that I've been making. As you can see with the new thumbnail here, we've been doing really good. We've only been doing this 10 days. We have literally 3x the views on the channel already. As you guys know, I took a 4-month hiatus for 3 major surgeries in Asia, from Korea to Japan, back to USA. They put Humpty Dumpty back together again. So we're here now, and we might as well do my favorite part of the show ever. It's time for comment review, where I review the comments from viewers like you. All right, let's go to comment review. Yesterday, we had the Game Room episode 2. We're creating a great show, by the way. Me and Paul from Apex Mindset, as you can see, everybody loves the show. No thumbs down. Second show, already crossing over 1,000 views very fast. This is a show, by the way, that specifically all we do is talk about what works to get girls. The manosphere, the red pill, and pretty much everybody online has kind of lost the focus of the plot here, which is we're going to get you sex, right? Don't you want sex? Right? That's what we're here for. So if you want sex with not one girl, but the ability to date and have sex with multiple women and then decide what you like and lock one down, the Game Room is the show for you. But let's go to comment review. Let's sort these by newest because sometimes they get hidden. Reclaiming Truth, he says he only attracts clout chasers. Well, if we lead with clout, that's what you're going to get. You lead with money, you're going to attract gold diggers just like Larry Wheels. Elias8032, welcome aboard. He says, love the Game Room and the conversations between you and Paul. This is just adding so much value without any BS. Thank you so much, bro. I love it. That's really nice of you. The biggest thing for me is getting some perspective on what's happening outside from 2 people who actually have experience. Exactly. If you're an LTR or something or similar for a long time, you often don't realize what might have changed outside. Like example, for the guys out there that don't get that if she doesn't need aftercare or pass out after that, they fucked it up. Yeah, exactly. Right. We talked about sex on that episode. You might want to check it out. Obvious screaming lack of experience or connection into the real world is why I can't bear watching Grandpa Rolo and a lot of the other guys at all anymore. Not that I didn't get value from them or want to talk down. It's just many of them have seemed to degenerate it into nerd basement dwellers that just don't get it anymore. Spoiler alert, they never got it. Thank you two so much, and please continue these nice long episodes. Thanks so much, Elias. That was really nice of you. Great comment. BJ Tucker, my friend, who is a real life Chad, by the way, he says, John and Paul are on point, fellas. When a girl is about you, she will crawl through a minefield to prove herself to you. Yes. I recall wifey when she was 19 or 20. I broke up with her over the phone. It was more or less a shit test. She came over immediately, sobbed on my front step, even though I told her I didn't want to see her. I'm talking about that ugly snot bubbles cry. Alas, I am kind and benevolent, Lord. Yeah, that you are, buddy. Always great seeing seeing Paul on. He looks like he eats nails for breakfast and is thankful. I love Paul. Franz, wow, the Game Room is the best new thing that's been created in the space in a long, long time. We're focusing on what works, boys. We're going to give you the actual, sounds crazy, but we're going to give you the solution to your dating problems. Isn't that crazy? Instead of getting around and pointing the finger at women and like, oh, women are bad and they're scary and they're the boogie woman, they're coming for you, Don't forget to check under your bed for the boogie woman tonight, okay? Don't forget, because she might be under your bed, and then she's going to grab you and touch you in inappropriate places. That's what all of you guys wish. Super Duper Trey says, this is really the only time that I've listened to Paul, other than a couple other times Rule Zero. I got to say, I like him. He was dropping some palms. Paul is one of the best content creators for men on the planet. Francis in the house, Paul's man. He is. There's a pretty advanced topic in here. Got to discuss. Got a lot to learn. Yeah, you better watch it because we might cut some parts out. An unattractive guy can have all the confidence in the world, but he ain't going to be pulling top level woman without status or money. See Jelly Roll. Without something like that, a guy ain't pulling Bunny XO. Well, you don't necessarily need clout and popularity and all that to get an attractive woman. That's just not the case. So don't believe that you need those things. If you lead with clout, you're going to get a clout chaser. If you lead with money, you're going to get a gold digger, okay? If you lead with the fact that you're tall, you're good looking, whatever, you're just going to attract a woman who only likes you for that. You got to lead with who you are as a man, because that is enough. I know that sounds crazy because we have the lowest amount of male self-esteem in human history right now. And I just tweaked my left shoulder. Oh yeah, that hurt. Oh, that's the arm I got surgery on. Fucking A, mate. God, that hurt. Oh, what was I saying? That was a jolt of pain to shuck me off of fucking what I was saying. Oh, you got to leave with who you are. I know it sounds crazy, okay? But you could be a racially ambiguous kind of fat man like me with my fucking fat face post-surgery. You know, I haven't gone to the gym since October. Or no, November 1st was the last time November 2nd. November 2nd was the last time I went to the gym. Because then I went to Asia and I had to begin the process for all these surgeries. So I am fat at mess, out of shape. I love all you guys for being here, supporting me through the fucking surgery. I assure you I will be sexy again. Mark my words. It's going to take me some time. I'm on the mend right now. It is what it is. Got to give yourself a little bit of grace, right? Had some good rehab yesterday. My legs were shaking, man. Holy cow. So, anyways, going back to what I was saying, you are enough. We have a large generation of insecure men who are listening to fucking idiots like Andrew Tate saying like you need a Bugatti and you need to be rich to get quality women. And it's just not the case at all. Okay, that's just not the case at all. All right. And if you look at the people who are saying this, look at the people like, Andrew Tate who was saying this. Well, he got completely extorted by these chicks. They're ruining his life to this day. You know what I mean? So really, you have to understand that right now, as you are, you've got to love yourself. You got to treat yourself well and avoid things that are going to mess with you, like pornography, et cetera, et cetera. And this will create a better outcome for you. Because today we're talking about Larry Wheels, and Larry Wheels was involved in some very, very, sick stuff, if I were to be honest with you. Not to like badmouth him. I'm not talking bad about him. But he is involved in some very weird and perverted sexual stuff, right? Namely being a cuckold. So what a cuckold is, if you don't know, a cuckold is a guy who enjoys watching his woman get fucked by other men, and he watches. And why is he like that? Because that's what he has conditioned himself sexually to enjoy by watching pornography, watching another man have sex with a woman you're attracted to, and you're jerking off to it and busting your nut. It's not healthy. It's not the way nature said. You're supposed to do things. You're supposed to, protect your own genetic lineage. And that's just, again, it's a perversion of the natural way of things. So it got a lot worse. And I just saw this opportunity to use this information here and show you guys exactly what this can do to you if you are addicted to pornography today. So if you are addicted to pornography, that means you use it in any shape or form. Okay. There's no need to use pornography. There's none. Okay. Because it's so bad for you. I don't think the average person knows how bad it is for them, and this stuff is everywhere. This is what the majority of the internet is used for. It just shows you how strong the biological need to reproduce is. Okay. Yeah. Eska in the chat, he says, quitting porn is the rite of passage for the modern man. I cannot agree with you more, bro. You have to the only caveat I'll give guys is if you make your own porno with you banging another girl, I feel like that's okay. Because at least you're watching yourself get the job done and you're like, hell yeah, I'm the man. This is good. And then you start thinking, I'm going to go get some real pussy, because I did it before, I'll do it again. Right. Other than that, can't really say that I support it. So let's just jump right into it. I'm gonna cover John over here. Sorry, John, we're still in your video, but John Bravo has been putting out all this stuff, and we're actually probably gonna have to talk about Wes Watson again soon because now he's in jail, and this is all due to his messed up inner game. Another guy who has all this money in the world, but he has no game, he has no self-esteem on a true level, and so he can't attract and keep the quality women that he so desperately desires. And it's sad because now I think he's heading back to jail permanently or for quite some time. So yeah, it's not cool. So we're gonna watch the video in its entirety and kind of, there's a lot of points here and I want to break it down. We're gonna pull up Larry Wheels' ex-girlfriend too, by the way. If you guys don't remember her, she is extremely toxic individual because she does OF, and that is very, very bad for women as well. And, you know, it's like celebrating a woman being a OnlyFans creator is like celebrating a man being a drug dealer. Okay. It's not something to celebrate at all. Okay. This is her. We talked about her last time. This is her. And you can see that, like, you know, she is, you know, in Dubai doing her thing. You know, we already know what that means. And she is covered in tattoos here, as you can see, right? And that's usually a gigantic indicator of a traumatized individual. She also used to be very, very skinny, and then she just blew up, right? And so, of course, she's making fun of the manosphere people as well. Let's see what she's saying here.
Be a sucky pocky. No, I'm fuck that, man. You're trying to out me, innit? Look, guys, today I've made 5,800, and that could be you as well. I think that monogamy is only one-sided, that it should be for the woman only should be monogamous, and I'm allowed to sleep with as many women as possible.
What's happening there? Why do you stand like that?
It's like alpha pose, isn't it? Like,
Is that your girlfriend?
no, this is not my girlfriend. This is my missus, and this is where she lives. Alpha.
So you said that you hate girls who do OnlyFans,
Yep.
but you do like making money from them.
Yeah.
What would you do if your son was gay?
Nah, man. Fuck that. Fuck that. You know, like.
Don't you think that's wrong?
Why would it be wrong? Now I just took a massive shit, so I will let her go and clean my toilet. This is how I get her out. Come on. Come on. I am so alpha.
It's so cringe. Jesus Christ. Women that are sex workers and OnlyFans or people like that, they actually low-key, not even low-key, high-key hate men, right? And so that's exactly what you're dealing with her. She's a very damaged individual, and Larry said he almost married her.
Really, nigga?
So, yeah. Never marry an OF girl. Pipe her down if you need to. I have banged OnlyFans girls. Okay. It's like, whatever. It's not a big deal. It's just like, whatever. You know. Because their soul, they have no soul. They're going to hell. Let's go ahead. Let's jump in.
That they broke up because she cheated on him. In the meantime, he wanted her to, and here he's admitting it.
And so woke up the next day, and he had obviously read the messages on his phone where I told him that I'd hooked up with someone. He came downstairs, kissing, hugging. I love you so much. You are amazing. Da, 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 da. And I was like, I was feeling so much like I was feeling shit about myself. And he was like, look, I understand if you don't want to do it again, but if you do, like, I would really want you to get video footage of it.
And why do you think he wanted video footage of it? Because that's what he's used to busting his nut on, you know? So you guys think it's like a harmless thing you're doing watching pornography, but it is very bad for you. Give code Bravo. Give code Bravo. Support John Bravo. Support him. Oh, no. I saw this clip. Okay, so this is his wife, his now wife. Watch this reaction and tell me you don't want to jump out a window. Don't do it, but just like, bro, I can't, like Marvin's book is right. Women do deserve less, because, like, dude, just watch this.
They're going crazy now. What's up, wife?
Why are you filming me?
Because I have a surprise for you. Yeah, and I think it's one you will like too.
And the sad thing is, you could tell like
Shut up
Larry
and take my
is
money.
actually like a nice, good guy. He like wants to be loved. That smile. He's trying his best, but he's just been guided in a very poor way. Shout out to Mr. T Wolf. He says, NLD, I've noticed dudes have corn brain. They will show you a cute girl that is showing interest. They will call her mid. You have these dudes. Mind you, these dudes are having trouble getting any. Yeah, it's the dude equivalent of a woman's 6-foot rule. Yes, exactly. You know, I've seen so many guys that are addicted to porn and they get like a really cute girl and she's like, oh, she's not hot enough. Yeah, because you're beating your dick to fucking Lana XXX or whatever the fuck you're doing. And you just think like a regular girl is like reprehensible. Come on, guys.
Wait, I mean, you
Head has no face, gentlemen. It's just a skill game, all right? Head has no face.
came up.
Yeah, of course she's gonna like it.
Look at that forehead. I know like in America, this is like a 10, but that forehead is like, whoa. I'm a big hairline guy for girls. I don't like girls whose hairline start like back here. You know, if my hairline is cucking you, all right, I'm not going to deal with a chick if my hairline's mogging you. But she is a pretty attractive girl, but she's rotten and evil inside. You'll see in a second.
Because she knows exactly what it's gonna be.
Ready to see it?
I am.
But you can't see it just yet. You gotta close your eyes.
Bro?
Yeah, he wants her to close her eyes so she doesn't see the train that's coming for her, that asshole.
Hold on, let me put my slippers, shoes on.
Okay, give her a second. Put the shoes on.
A big house.
You don't need her shoes, because all that shit's about to come off anyway.
Where do I go?
Okay, just I'll guide you. Go left.
Shadabuta.
All right. Wait. Stop. You ready?
Yeah. Come on, let me see it.
I love seeing her die in anticipation.
No, I'm impatient.
So wait a second. Do you know what I thought the surprise was? 500 men lining up outside, ready to run a train on her ass like Bonnie Blue. Just like that cuckold's dream that he wanted with this last girl. But it turns out, it wasn't a train. It was a Bentley. But she didn't like it anyway.
Whoa! Damn, it's a new one! Damn. Sheesh. A new baby, huh?
Our new baby.
That's a surprise for me. They didn't have burnt orange one though?
What do you mean?
The color?
Burnt orange exterior?
Yeah.
I looked everywhere for it. There was no burnt orange.
We can wrap it.
You're not happy with the color that it is right now?
It's okay.
It's okay. So here's the little game for you guys. All right. So if you're ever dating a girl and you get her a present, even if she really doesn't like it, if she really likes you, she'll be like, no, it's a nice gift. It's nice. It's nice enough. But if she doesn't like you and you don't get her exactly what she wants, financial gain out of you via stuff right now, example, she's complaining because the color of the leather interior in the $370,000 Bentley is not the color that she wants.
I'm joking, Chad. I'm fucking gassed. I'm just joking. Hopefully that gets clipped. So
There's truth in every joke. She goes, oh, there's no burnt orange? Bentley don't even make that shit. I'll take one for sure.
He's doing that for the camera.
So
Still-
it looks like Larry the third wheel.
But still weird. Like, you're gonna never see me on on a screen joking about smelling a woman's chair where she just sat down. That's disgusting.
Is still simping and cucking his way around town like a asshole. He's going on podcasts again, lying out of his ass. And you would think by now he would have learned from his mistakes and stop lying, especially with me on his ass, right? But no, it's in his DNA.
It's not in his DNA, but when you are deeply scarred on a psychological level, like Larry currently is with his addiction to pornography, it takes a lot of work to get out of that. So again, that's your warning sign that if you are using pornography, you're not exempt from these negative things happening to you. This will happen to you too if you continue to use pornography. Just like if you continue to smoke, you're going to get fucking cancer. Continue to drink, you're going to fuck your liver up. Continue to watch pornography, you're going to fuck your mind up, and you're going to fuck your dick up.
Piece of shit can never stop lying, no matter how many times I catch his ass. So you know what I had to do? I had to open up those Larry files again, no matter how much I had inside me telling me not to do it, because I had to find out the truth, and I had to dig deeper than we know. Larry likes to dig inside for those apple pies to get that truth. Wait until I show you what I found.
You know, I remember at that time in my early 20s, like where sexual thoughts were like obsessive. You know, when my mind wasn't occupied, it just went to sex. And it became a real problem where, like with any addiction, you know, a pair of boobs, for example, blows your mind. But then after a few months of looking at that same pair of boobs, like you need something more potent to get the same rush. So I wanted to get custom videos and like have these girls act out these crazy fantasies of mine, because like I was getting so overstimulated. I needed like these crazy kinky stuff to get off.
There's nothing wrong if you have sexual kinks that are not hurting anybody or like just, you know, causing any harm, right? There's nothing wrong with you having sexual kinks, right? And the only way to get this out of your system is you need to go talk to girls and find girls that'll help you, you know, express yourself sexually, whatever you want to do. That's what women are here to do. Women, when they have sex with you, your pleasure is her pleasure. Okay. In America, everybody's like, oh, so worried about, oh, you know, we have to worry about her pleasure, her pleasure, her pleasure. It's more about your pleasure than most people want to admit. Because by her making you happy via sex, she's going to be very happy. MLD, what is Larry worth? He's probably worth around at least 5 million net worth, I would say. At least 5 million.
So as you saw, Larry the asshole bought his Sharmuta girl a $370,000 Bentley, right? Even though that bougie bitch didn't like the color, he still bought it for her, right? But you would think, you know, owing your friend Daniel $50,000, he was your friend. Instead of paying him back some of that money, you buy the Sharmuta a gift that she didn't appreciate. And you know what that reminds me of? I mean, they always say, what's the quickest way to lose a friend? Lend them money, right? Because they're never going to pay that shit back. You never hear from them again, right? Well, how many times? Maybe you experienced it yourself, or you've heard stories. You lend somebody, a friend, a close friend, money, then all of a sudden, he's not paying that shit back, and you see them driving around in fancy things, buying all this stuff, right? You would think that they would be kind enough to pay you back the money instead of buying and spending the money on stupid shit, because you were nice enough to lend them the money because they were in a bad spot. But no, they don't do those things. And Larry, he's doing that same shit. So the other day, I saw Larry the third wheel, because we know how much he loves being that wheel, on a podcast with Bradley Martin. I wanted to watch it because I wanted to see what lies I can catch him in, right? And then he starts going off and talking shit about his ex, Nicole Drinkwater, saying that she was going on podcasts, saying his name and talking shit about him.
What's up with one of your ex-girlfriends like going on podcasts and just like running her mouth about it?
Dude,
Like,
she's been dragging my name for years now.
you help.
And so another thing is when you date a mentally healthy woman, okay, even if you were to do her wrong, she's not going to go on a multi-year smear campaign of you. Again, these damaged women, these OnlyFans women who are out here putting their body out for the world to do whatever they got to do, okay? These girls, if you do not protect yourself, they will eventually turn on you because it is in their nature, because they're damaged individuals, to self-destruct. They're going to destroy themselves and they're going to destroy people around them. You know, if you love them, they're going to destroy the relationship. You know, they're just because they don't love themselves, so they don't feel like they're worthy enough to be treated well. This is like when you meet some girls, they don't like a nice person. Like nice guys who are genuinely nice people, they do not finish last. If you're a genuinely nice guy, you have a backbone though, and you treat women well and you go on a date with them, like you're going to find a good woman, right? It's just a numbers game. But this whole situation here where this guy helped change her life. He helped her. He helped turn her whole life around. He made her a millionaire. And how does she repay him? By going on a multi-year smear campaign of the guy. And now she's airing out all his dirty laundry, all the text messages, and she's releasing all this stuff, and it's damaging Larry Wheel's brand, his reputation, and his current wife too. Now she's seeing this and she doesn't really like him for him. And now it's affecting his current relationship. This is why you don't get with these girls. If these girls are covered in tattoos from head to toe, something is wrong. Something happened to that girl. The more tattoos, the more trauma that they have been through. It is not cute. It is not a healthy indicator, let alone especially on a woman. Okay, if you see a woman tattooed all over her body, that is a woman inflicting a form of self-mutilation on herself. And when she's mutilating herself like this, which is injuring herself via tattoos, okay, that's not a good sign, okay? As humans, as the living organism that humans are, it is not in our benefit to cause injury to ourselves. It's against our programming, obviously. That's why we have a fear of heights genetically built into us, right? Because we look over like, oh, this is a dangerous peril to my existence as a living organism. Therefore, the fear is there to keep you away from the heights and to protect yourself. So, yeah, that's exactly what Nicole Drinkwater is. Let's continue.
In a lot of ways.
I
I don't think there's a way to deny that.
I think I did help her significantly, and she was at a point where she wasn't making any cash doing PT. I put her onto OF by doing collabs with her that got millions of views. She ended up becoming basically a millionaire, and now she still does it and lives a good life because of it. But now I'm the guy that's the villain, and she's dragging my name ever since. Doesn't feel right. Like I feel like I contributed to her financial success significantly, and it's like me going and attacking you after you helped me so much with my brand.
So when I saw that, I wanted to find out, is this true? So I went to Nicole's Instagram, right? And I saw some clips of her talking shit about some ex-boyfriends.
This is insane. Like, this man is giving me the most attention that he's ever given me in our whole entire relationship.
And then he goes to Bradley. He goes, you know, years ago when I was on the podcast, I talked shit about Nicole Drinkwater, and I regret doing it because I said that she cheated on me. And I wish I never did it.
And I think what triggered her is when I said something about her here, and I wish I didn't.
Yeah.
And I think that was what started that. Like, oh, well, he went and dragged my name, so now I'm going to do the same to him. I think that's what started.
So I went to see if I could find the original clip of where Larry was saying that Nicole Drinkwater was a cheater.
My ex, I was ready to engage, but shortly before, you know, I learned that she wasn't ready, right? So that was that, right?
Like she told you, I'm not ready. Or you...
I did some snooping and found out she wasn't ready.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's...
So that's another gigantic red flag. If you ask a girl to marry you and she says no, you have to break up with her immediately. Because, like, she doesn't like you. Unless you asked like, 2 months within meeting her, and you don't really know her. The moment a woman says, I don't want to marry you, you have to understand she doesn't like you, and you've got to go, because she is wasting your time. And you have to walk away from these situations as a man, because remember, especially if you're in the United States of America, as a man, you have to work extra hard. You have to go out, you have to make a concentrated effort to go out and meet women who genuinely like you for you. And there are multiple women out there right now who will like you for you. But if you talk to no girls, you sit at home and you jerk off to porn all day, and then you neuter yourself because your sexual desire goes down. You're like, okay, well, I busted my nut. Everything's okay, right? No, that's not how a healthy life is supposed to be as a man. You're supposed to go out and have sex with women. That is your duty as a man if you do not have a woman. So another gigantic red flag here, he said, I want to marry you. And she didn't even give him a straight answer, but he had to like snoop around and find out that she was talking about him to some people behind his back, saying, Larry asked me to marry him and I don't want to do it. So again, yeah, you got to cut and go immediately.
So annoying.
But
you found some shit out.
I found some shit out, right? And basically she wasn't ready, but it all happened for the best, right? Because that door closed, another open. And what I have with my fiance now is something that I thought, you only see on Netflix.
So when I saw that, I go,
That's so sad, because that woman doesn't genuinely like him. Now, I know he's on Kick right now, and they are kind of playing up the whole he's a cuck and my wife has ruined my life thing. They are memeing it to a degree. There is a little bit of a meme going on here. But if you have game and you understand women and you understand female nature, then you could clearly know that if she's interested in you, it'll be very easy to see. If she's not interested in you, it's going to be very easy to see. And again, this is why the average guy says, oh, the divorce came out of nowhere. I didn't see it coming. No, it was coming from a mile away. You are just unable to see the truth of woman's behavior and feelings and emotions right in front of you. And if you don't pick up that skill set and you don't learn it, then you are going to be burned, statistically speaking. And that isn't to fearmonger you. That is because the biggest problem that American guys have, and modern men right now have in their lives, in their dating lives, is the fact that they have no idea how to comprehend emotional intelligence and see that somebody is not a good match for them. Somebody's not that into them, because they're so blinded by their desires for sex and all of those things. So really, if you neglect these skills, you're going to regret it for the rest of your life, because now the evidence is clear. 1/3 of the male population in the United States of America, which is 50 million plus men, are having no sex at all. And they will be sexless their whole life and then die alone. Some in some hospice care, or some trip and break your leg at home and die in the shower, something sad and depressing. Because if you don't have anybody around, what's the point of life, right? And I know it sounds heavy, and I hope I don't come off like I'm fear-mongering, because that's what I'm trying to do, but I am just being very real about everything that's happening right now in modern times. This is stuff that's happening right now. Men are not having sex right now. Fertility rate is dropping right now. Okay, so if you don't fix this and you think everything's going to be better one day, you are delusional and you need help. Okay, don't think that. You have to fix your reproductive problem.
It's time for me to see if this is another one of Larry's lies. Did Nicole Drinkwater really cheat on Larry? Was it one of his cucking ways stories? What was it? So, like I told you in the beginning, I had to dig into those sick Larry files, because I remembered when I was originally reading them, I found some things about this situation. But the interesting part is, I didn't just catch Larry with one lie. I caught him with two. And now let me go over them with you. All right, so now it's time to dig through those Larry files again, even though you guys know I don't want to. because I remembered about
Shut
this
up and take my money.
situation, and now I'm going to read you what I found. All right, so this...
Do I think, Mr. Wolf says, do I think he effed up his brain with too much gear? No, I think he effed up his brain with too much pornography. I know guys that take boatloads of steroids, but they're friends with me. And so you know what that means? They're a raging womanizer. They're not out here trying to like get a girl to come over and fuck their wife or girlfriend. They are out here trying to fuck your wife and girlfriend. Those guys on steroids, like that level? No, bro. You know, so I'm not going to say in good faith that I can blame the steroids, but I can definitely say with extreme levels of certainty, 85, 90% certain that this is all because of his pornography addiction.
This is a message here from Nicole Drinkwater to Larry. Larry, why did you say that on Bradley's podcast about me? Larry goes, what did I say? I was super tired. Probably said something I don't mean. She goes,
oh, he's such a nice, he's a real softie, you know? He knows he's in trouble and he knows he's, you know, preparing for it. I wonder how the relationship with his mom was. Was she like really overbearing? Because that's what I'm kind of picking up from all this. So let's continue though.
Go take a look. I've respected you so much, and you basically insinuated things. I snooped and found out. I ended it with you for a very good reason, and I've stayed quiet this entire time. I've been so respectful, even though it's taken me over 2 years to fully heal from all the bullshit of manipulation, porn addiction, online cheating, and grooming me into sleeping with men.
All right. So I don't like the use of this word grooming. Okay, it's very predatory, and he didn't groom anything. He made a request that you complied with, and that now you retroactively feel bad about it. This is what modern women do that are damaged individuals, like this tattooed Jezebel who is putting out OnlyFans content. This is your karma for putting out all the pornography that is destroying men's lives. This is your karma. You want to do dirty shit? You know, you're going to get mud on you. And that's exactly what this is. So the manipulation, you know, the grooming, that's kind of, come on, those are whatever. The porn addiction, I agree. That's bad. Online cheering and grooming. I mean, you did it for him. You know, you did it for him. And then he was happy about it. You know?
So she's having a conversation to him about what he did to her with the apple pies from
guy. And I said, look, I've never done this in my life. I've never cheated. I've never like laid eyes on another man when I'm with another man, but this is what my boyfriend has always wanted. And I think that he, you know, could we do sex? I was
like, a woman with a tattoo on her throat, like you didn't see the red flag. Guys, if a woman has a tattoo from her, like, what's up with the tits tattoos that I've been seeing? What's up with all the chicks getting the titty tattoo right here? Have you guys seen that? I banged this Mongolian mixed Russian doctor in Manila in 2023, and she had this big, she looked good. But then when we got naked, I saw the big thing. I was like, oh my God, can you get dressed? Oh, it's gross.
So unbelievably drunk, and I was also on my period, and he was like, yeah, that's fine. And I was like, really?
She goes, I haven't said a word to
come on, really, guys having sex with a girl on their period, that's like, no, that, come on, let's not act like you haven't done that before, and let's not play that up like it's this big gross thing. Guys are fucking banging all the time when the period's on. Period does not stop, okay? Period doesn't stop the guys. If we like you, we will put our dick in bloody vagina. You too at home have possibly put your dick in some bloody vagina. I know I have done that multiple times. And hey, I mean, you gotta go, right?
Anyone, because I respect you and your business, and you decide to speak about it publicly, which makes me look bad. Larry goes, how do I make this right? Admitting that he was fucking wrong and lying. Delete it and ask Bradley not to post about that.
I don't think he was admitting that he's lying. because when a woman like this is making some accusations, you have to raise an eyebrow at least. Okay, you have to make raise an eyebrow at least. Ahmad Hill's in the chat. He says, "But my bed sheets." Listen, son, that is some amateur hour. Okay, you get a black towel so nobody sees the blood. All right, you lay it down. You take her to Pound Town, and you go to the shower immediately after, and you're good to go.
And in the future,
if you're not showering after sex, you're gross.
Just say you prefer not to say. It's our business and no one needs to know for your benefit. I'm not against you, Larry. I've forgiven you and moved on. But 2 years later, you continue to disrespect me when all I want is for you to be happy and a good person. Now, remember, guys, these messages are from during the time period of the first time he was on Bradley, not the second. They don't speak anymore, I don't believe. So Larry goes, "Which clip exactly? Can you provide a link? Is there something on my page as well?" So she sent him the link. And she goes, "But also make sure he doesn't put it in the podcast, period." And she goes, "People are already messaging me saying I cheated. It's so fucked up, Larry, when that is far from the truth. I gave everything to our relationship. You know this."
And so I ended up doing the sex with this guy. And I remember obviously going back home and I couldn't sleep in the same bed as him that night. And I was crying, like hysterically crying, like on my sofa, because I just felt disgusting, because I felt not very consensual. It didn't feel like this is something that I wanted to do. I did it for someone else.
"I guess I'll take the hit and save your ass."
You see, this is what I don't like, this like over the top, blame. She's like, "It didn't feel consensual. You found the guy. You said, let's have sex. You led him to the place where you're going to have sex. You undressed yourself. You opened your legs. He penetrated you. He came. So that's totally consensual." So again, you see, like, stretching the truth here. When you mess with these damaged women, guys, I'm telling you, it will come back and mess with you.
"Ass like last time." Then he goes, "I'm sorry I was put on the spot, and I should have said I prefer not to say. Even though the part I said was true, it's not the whole story, and I know it makes you look bad. I don't have any malicious intent towards you." And then
I think Larry handled this well, to be honest with you, because she's acting a little crazy and entitled to be like, "Yeah, tell that guy to delete the entire podcast." Like, no, that's not how it works.
she goes, "Larry, after you shopped and found who you knew that I was chatting to, you said it's a cuckold's dream." So now if you guys think about that, okay, you see where Larry goes, even though the part I said was true, it's not the whole story and makes you look bad. And you see how she said it's a cuckold's dream? That's because he was having her do this shit to give him his sick cuckold's dream. So he went on the Bradley Martin podcast that they broke up because she cheated on him. In the meantime, he wanted her to, and here he's admitting it.
And so woke up the next day and he had obviously read the messages on his phone where I told him that I'd hooked up with someone. He came downstairs, kissing, hugging. "I love you so much. You are amazing." Da, 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 da. And I was like, I was feeling really shit about myself. And he was like, "Look, I understand if you don't want to do it again, but if you do, like, I would really want you to get video footage of it." And I was like,
and again, he wants that video footage because he is addicted to pornography. That's what made him a cuckold. And he wants the video to watch his girl getting fucked by another guy. It's not healthy. This is sick.
fuck, like, this is insane. Like, this man is giving me the most attention that he's ever given me in our whole entire relationship.
Then she goes, "Yeah, you also saw that I didn't want to marry you at the moment in time because of all the shit that was going on. It wasn't a normal relationship." He goes, "I saw that you didn't want to marry me, and that was the nail in the coffin."
That no harm, no foul on Larry on that one, because why would you stay with the girl if you want to marry a girl and she doesn't want to marry you? See you later.
"You had every reason not to. I was a mess." Yeah, you were a big mess. Think about all that messes you were doing down there with the apple pie. She doesn't want to marry your ass, you sick fuck. Then she goes, "Have you changed?" He says, "With the help of my fiance, yes." She says, Smack in the face, Larry. I helped you first. Don't forget that. But good. I just built you up to be better for the next girl. And then he goes, not what I intended. I can have Bradley remove the clip of me speaking about you for damage control. It's possible, hell, be open to removing the episode entirely. Yeah, I mean, it would be great if he can remove the clip and the podcast, but I doubt he would. I'll see what I can do right now. If I get any more messages, we might have to do a video or you do a video or something. It's just unfair. Then Larry goes, if we speak about it more, it's only going to create more unwanted attention to both of us about that.
So, and the reason why she's doing this is because you see, a woman's number one asset in her life is her reputation. And he is making her look bad, which is going to be hurting the bottom line for her OF people. And it's just going to be damaging her reputation. But I mean, reputation's already kind of in the dumpster right now because of all the stuff you've done. So that's exactly what this is all about. She's just trying to do damage control.
We know when he's saying about that, exactly what he's referring to. And something I'm going to mention about that, okay? And I'm not going to mention girls' names, okay? I'm just going to say girls. That they didn't want to do that shit with the other men. And you know what they had to do it? They had to get blacked out drunk where they can't remember shit the next day in order to please this asshole. So when he's saying he doesn't want attention to both of us about that, he doesn't want all the details of this shit coming out. So by reading these messages, okay, we caught Larry, the piece of shit, lying again 2 times. One about saying she was a cheater when he wanted her to cheat, the sick fuck. And then secondly, more proof that he loves that cuckold shit, that he's been trying to say I'm a liar everywhere he goes on all the podcasts, because how many times is it going to take for me to catch you in lies before you learn to tell the truth? Because I said, people don't care about the truth no matter how bad it is. But you know what they do care about? Is if you're a fucking liar. So like I said, many times, admit the truth, stop lying, because nobody cares about your apple pie fantasy with the other guys, you asshole.
Oftentimes, when someone's struggling with addiction like mine, we tend to hide it. That's the most common behavior amongst addicts. Like, you just are ashamed of your behavior, you're guilty, you don't want to tell anybody because you're fear of getting mocked. Or you're afraid of hurting somebody, but when really, by hiding it, you're hurting them more than if you just be transparent and tell them what your struggle is.
And babe, you know this new studio move? Do you know what kind of a pain in the ass this is? I haven't been able to film a video for days. But you know what else I've been doing for days?
So that's the whole breakdown we've been dealing with here in regards to Larry Wheels and this pornography stuff. So not only is it causing him, the number one thing that he can't see is he cannot see the fact that he is attracting damaged women, because he is damaged himself too. Because if you are actually a healthy individual, right, and you are not going to be able to, like, if you're a healthy individual, you're not going to be able to see, or excuse me, if you're an unhealthy individual, you're not going to be able to see the fact that A, you are unhealthy, and B, that your choices in women is unhealthy. And so with him right now, he doesn't even realize it. And with his wife kind of like, currently cucking him and making him look bad on a day-to-day basis, and the fact that she's with him not for who he is, but moreover for the fact that he is, he has clout, he's a celebrity, he has money, that's the thing that these chicks are actually, like her, that are into. They're into that for that reason. And so you really do not want to get yourself tied up with these kind of girls, because it's just nothing but trouble coming your way. And as you can see, this decision that he made is still messing with him to this day, and with this chick, just very unfortunate to to see this circumstance unfold because, like I said, you know, she's not a good individual at all, you know, and then, like I said, you know, all she's doing is advertising her body for stuff like this here, you know. This again, this is if you're sexually starved, you might find this as attractive, but if you have some standards and you have some good inner game, you'll know that this type of woman here will absolutely ruin your life, and that's not something you want to do. So this all started with pornography addiction, and you know, it led to him being publicly humiliated worldwide right now with all the people covering this stuff. So I feel bad for him because this is unfortunate that this has occurred, because he seems like a great guy. You know, he seems like he has a good heart, and he's doing all this nice stuff for the women that he is with. But the thing is, you know, it's like, if they don't like you, it like nothing is ever enough because they don't like you, right? They don't like who you are at all. And so that being said, don't get caught up with these kinds of women. All right. You know, if you want to do something, join us at the Mega Mansion retreat and come on down to Orlando, Florida, where you don't need to do any of that stuff. And we're going to teach you how to meet girls in a healthy way. Right. We're going to have 3 full days. You're going to meet other guys that are going someplace with their life, and you're going to be able to do so much cool stuff. Meet me, and I'll show you a healthy, easy way to meet women wherever you are, as long as you just have the eyes to see them. I'll show you how to approach them without being creepy, how to say hi, how to present yourself, how to set the date, how to go on the date, how to go and ask her from the date to a place to go have sex with her. And we're going to cover all those things and so much more. So click the link in the description box below, or click the link in the chat. They're pinned everywhere. Join us at the Mega Mansion, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.